Welcome everybody to 104.7 Bob FM.
Yo, I effing love that radio station.
Isn't it great?
Freak, man, you
That's
really
a
hit me.
hometown radio
You hit me right in
station.
the
That's-
feels.
Did I just pull a sunken memory?
104.7 Bob FM. That's a you gotta kind of he kind of does the Bob
FM. There was another radio station growing up, and I don't know if the guy does it anymore.
99.9.
The Buzz.
There it is.
But they changed it to Hot 100,
Hot 100
FM.
Hot 100 FM.
But it was still 99.9.
Yeah, it's still 99.9.
Yeah,
They never-
frequency 999.
That
What
was
a
really
dumb
dumb.
rebranding.
But there was another rock station that we listened to a lot because my dad was in a band growing up, when I was growing up rather. And it was called Dr. Nick Redbone.
Yeah.
I only listened to the first two radio stations we talked about. I didn't listen to anything
I know about
else.
that one.
I should call my dad and ask him. He would know the number because there were several times their band, my dad's band, got played on Dr. Nick Redbone's radio
He's
station.
the one
all
they
the
call
time.
Dr. Redbone. He's the one that's got to use his Redbone to
Nick
make you feel
Bone.
all right.
Dr. Nick Redbone.
Dr. Nick Redbone.
And that was Motley Crue. Good job.
Yeah. I'm good.
Thane, what episode are we on?
I don't know.
Really? The number on the screen doesn't tell you?
194. No, 175.
You're close at the first number.
Dang, we're almost to 200. We're half a year to 200.
When we get to 200, we'll just stop. Just be done.
Well, actually, it's going to take longer to get to 200 because we're bi-weekly right now, but maybe at some point we'll go back to weekly.
My water's not as cold as it once was.
That's interesting because it's -2 outside.
Not in our house, it's not.
It's still freaking cold in our house.
Emphasis on our outfits.
Except for me,
Thane dressed for the weather.
I'm not that cold.
The other day when I had to have him move his car for me, it was like probably -10, and he went out there with his little sandals on, his
Flip-flops.
thongs, his flip flops, his what else do they call them? Slides.
The I don't give an F shoe.
The ones that with the one that puts the G string between the big toe and the other toes.
Yeah, I never liked flip-flops. I never liked the freaking string right in the crack of my toes.
I don't like it either.
And they'd always, like, the thing would pop out, so then you'd bust your flip-flop, and you're like, just give me Crocs. I like Crocs so much more.
The thing that drove me insane was when you'd step, if you didn't step like a normal human being, like me, then you would like hit the top of like the toe part, and on the ground it'd flip backwards. And then when you'd put your foot down, your toe would be touching the ground, and it'd be like bent underneath itself. And that was just a me problem. Like I'm just a weirdo who doesn't know how to walk properly.
Yeah, I'm
correctly.
not a flip-flop stand.
Here, I'll emphasize it. You can look at the bottom of my shoe. This is for the YouTube listeners. If you look at the bottom of my shoe that I'm currently wearing, this part right here is worn more side than this side, and that's because I don't know how to walk.
Thane's the same way. Thane, isn't it the side of your shoes that just get freaking shredded?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what it's called. I'm not gonna say what I almost thought because I don't think it's I don't think it's correct. But it's something like cows get the same disease, I believe. Well, it's not I'm just gonna stop talking because I know it's not a disease either. I'm just done.
It would have to be. I think it's just something to do with your walking. You can see where I step. Like, I think I probably step like a average human being because it's the balls of my feet.
Yeah, I step on the sides of my feet. I go like this.
Yeah, I definitely do not do that.
Yeah, so
But walking properly is actually a big deal, and I've learned this because my sisters, one of them tore both her ACLs and had to get surgery, and the other one has bad knees, and it's because they walk weird. Like, it's either their toes are bowed out or bowed in, but it's just enough to dick up your knees.
Yeah.
Because of, like, literally just a slight movement. And you can feel it, too, though. Like, if you turn your toes, your whole freaking knee's getting shifted. But it's a big deal. If you don't know how to walk properly, it's never a bad time to learn.
Say for the stupid feet thing that I do, I have pretty dang good posture while I'm walking. I've been told that a couple of times that I've got pretty good posture while I walk.
How's your sitting posture?
Take a look.
Yeah.
Not great.
I don't think. I mean, I try to. The way that my chair is very upright. So like, if I sit in my chair like I should, I usually have pretty good posture.
Yeah, if I sit like I should, I have good posture, but I don't sit like I should ever.
Does your back hurt?
No.
Does your back hurt, Thane?
No. Well,
Because I will say there was a point in time where your posture was god awful, but it was also because you were sitting on your bed,
I guess, yeah.
and it looked so uncomfy.
Well, there's been a handful of different situations that Thane has had that it looked very uncomfortable to sit. Like when his chairs has been broken, that he just keeps using them while they're broken because he hasn't bought a new one yet. He hasn't one now, but like before the past couple times when he hadn't bought a new one yet, like they were really effy. There's no backrest to him. It's like he's sitting on a stool half the time.
They were effy. How's your chair now, Thane? I sat in it
Fine.
once. It hasn't
Sat
broke or
in it.
anything, is it?
He sat in it without your permission, without your consent.
You were gone. You wouldn't have known. I admitted it. You're welcome.
I slept in your bed one night.
Sorry.
Are you serious?
No, why would I sleep in your room? I don't like the way it smells.
Maybe that's what Thane. That's his plan. Is he just makes it smell kind of weird, and then he's like, "Yeah, that'll keep those whippersnappers away."
Whippersnappers? We're only like 2 years younger than him.
Yeah. I don't know how he views us.
Are we whippersnappers, Thane? We're his dads. That's actually what it is. We're both together the dads.
So I wanted to talk today just about how insanely cold it's been the last 3 days, the awful snow we've had, and then I don't know if you want to tell your whole excursion.
I'll tell a shortened version of it because we don't need to be here all night.
True.
Just like I didn't want to be out there all night.
Well, I guess to paint the picture, I'll do a little setup for you. So it's Saturday, and then Cole's like, "Yeah, I'm going on an adventure," and this is from my perspective, by the way. He can fill in all the details from his, but he goes on an adventure with some family, and it's like an hour and a half away from here. Is that how far it is?
To their house?
Yeah. It was like
About
an hour.
Hour.
So he's gone for an hour, and no, he's been gone all day.
Yeah, we went to a jazz game.
Yeah, but
It was pretty good.
it started snowing, and it wasn't snowing here at our house. It was probably like 6 or 7 o'clock, and Brigham, my brother-in-law, we were on Discord together, and he was like, "Dude, it is storming outside," and he showed me a video of out his balcony, and it was bad. But then I showed him a video outside our house, nothing. Like, there wasn't even any snow, just little, if anything. And so it started to snow a little bit more, and then I texted Cole. I was like, "Hey, if you're going to come home, just be careful because it doesn't look too good outside." And then it was, well, what, like an hour later you texted me?
An hour or two later, yeah. Probably an hour.
Yeah, and then you called me, and
No, I texted you first again.
Oh, yeah, he texted me
you again and said, "So, are they bad or what?"
And I went and looked outside, and it wasn't like anything crazy, but it was within that hour of him leaving that I texted him. So, like, I texted you that, and I said it wasn't that bad. Within that hour, it just became a nightmare.
Yep. I learned that the hard way. I get to the next town over, which is about a 30, almost 40-minute drive. And by the time I get there, it's coming down pretty dang good, the snow is. And I'm just like, yikes, this isn't very good. We're clearly all driving slower than normal because of the snow. It's like clearly sticking on the road. And to get back to our town, we have to go through this like canyon in between some mountains and stuff. Or we can go all the way around on the freeway. And normally we'd take the canyon because it's shorter, it's quicker. And I'm starting to go up the canyon, and I see this sign, this just light up sign that said 4x4s or chains on tires required for canyon travel. And I just thought, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Because I didn't have either of those. And so I pulled over and decided I guess I'll just take the long way around and go on the freeway and then go all the way around into a highway as well. And while I'm doing that, I get back onto the freeway, and I call Skylar and say, "Hey, it's going to be a bit later because I got to go the long way. I'm not sure. It's not that bad right now. It's just, it's just like we all got to drive slower." And he says, okay, cool, whatever. And I hung up, and like literally the minute after I hung up, it snows so bad. Like it literally picks up times 10. I can't see anything. The roads are so bad. We're all driving so slow on these roads. The left lane that wasn't being used was like piling up. I could tell that it was like a couple inches over there in that lane. And I get a ways on the freeway, and I pull off into this smaller town to take the back roads on to get to the highway. And like at this point, I'm just like kind of debating, like, do I just camp out on this gas station parking lot? Do I die? Do I just you know? And I decided to start going. I basically went 20 miles an hour the whole rest of the way home, up and down hills and stuff. Like I'd go down the hill all slow like, so that I wouldn't like lose control as I go down. But then I'd have to get speed to go up the hill, so I wouldn't like stall and slide backwards on the hill. So that was sketchy. Eventually, I finally got home. What took an hour-long drive turned into about 2.5 hour-long drive. So that was fun. I got home around 1:40, and I slept really good that night.
He was so pumped.
I was so pumped
like
to be home.
He like won the Super Bowl when he got home. It was pretty incredible to see. And also, I was like a
He
worried.
was laughing like a madman when he came in.
Yeah.
I was like, here, wait, why is he? What happened? Why is he so like
Pumped.
ecstatic?
Because I didn't die.
Yeah.
That's why I was excited.
I was over here like a worried mother. I was just like, oh freak. And I debated so many times. I was like, dang, it's been longer than the time. Because the second time you called me, you're like, oh, it'll probably be like 30, 40 minutes. And then like another hour went by. I'm like,
It was not an hour.
I kept debating. I was like, should I call him?
No, because the second time I was on like the final approach.
I swear it was.
I called you twice.
It felt. I guess it probably just felt longer for me.
Yeah.
If that happened to
Oh
me,
man, my tumbler's rumbling. I might have to run to the bathroom at some
oh,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, if that happened to me, I would have just been more mad and pissed off.
Yeah, I was.
Well, no, you were happy, but if
Well,
I came home,
I was like the
Yeah.
whole way home. You
Yeah.
didn't see that part. You just saw when I was home.
No. But here's the thing. But if I came home, I'd be like, dude, where were you? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. That's what I'd be like. I was like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But you kind of reacted different when
Yeah,
you got
because I was
home.
happy to be alive.
Yeah.
You should have saw me 30 minutes prior to that. I was so mad.
I wouldn't be happy to be alive. I'd just be frustrated that I was in the situation.
Frustrated that you're not dead.
Yeah. So
I'm a gamer. I play video games.
Yeah. Point is like, don't drive in snowstorms. That sucks. And obviously, like, you kind of got cucked because driving from the first half, it sounds like there wasn't really any snow at all.
Zero. It wasn't until I got into the next town over that it started really snowing. Like before that, completely clear as day.
Well, that's what happens when you live up in the mountains where we do.
Yeah, not fun. Snow sucks. It's cold. I want to get warm.
Yeah, literally the most snow that I think I've ever seen while living here. We've lived here for 5 years now. That's the most snow I've ever seen, and it has been the coldest it's been in the very longest of times that I can remember.
I want to get warm. I want to get warm.
So I learned
Do you
this
know that
from
song?
one of my coworkers. I don't. Sorry.
Wait, you don't? It's I want to break free.
Oh, from Queen.
I want to break free. But I changed it to get warm.
Nice.
Was it not that obvious?
Not really.
I'm sorry. I thought it was pretty good.
the show must go on.
I'll do better with my musical.
So my coworker
references.
told me that the last time it was this cold and the last time we got this much snow was in 2005, I believe.
What?
Well,
He was saying.
we got a power outage too at work.
Yeah, we didn't have that here.
In the
Yeah,
morning,
but there-
as I was driving to
Yeah,
work,
it might work.
one of the this is the second time I forgot what the things are called.
Power lines.
Stoplights.
Stoplights.
On my way to work, one of the stoplights for like one of the bigger intersections was turned off, and I just thought like, oh, okay, it's just off or whatever because something happened or whatever. And so when I finally get into work, my coworker opens up the door. He's like, yeah, the power's been out for like 5 minutes or so. Like I literally got there right as the power went out or something like that. And so we kind of just like fiddled our thumbs for 30 or so minutes and the power turned back on. But like just the fact that it was cold enough to mess up with like something in the infrastructure of the city.
Isn't it freezing in your warehouse?
It's not that bad. Like we got big old heaters that heat up the place, but
Oh, okay.
like, I imagine the first person that gets there in the
Man.
morning, it sucks. Not me
Still,
though.
if I still had my
Your temp job.
if the temp job, if it was that cold, I'd be like miserable.
Would you think
trailer.
they'd make you work?
Yes, they would. What do you mean?
Below 13 and you're outside.
I wasn't
They wasn't
outside.
outside.
Oh, I thought you were outside.
It was just
I thought you had to load
Well,
the trucks.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
they back
connected
up-
into the
yeah.
warehouse.
Oh, okay.
they have docks that back up, like basically just so they touch the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was unaware
But-
that they were doing docking.
But since
like,
it's
it makes
outside
sense.
and not insulated at all, or like there's nothing to warm it, it would be cold as hell.
There was no
And that-
heaters in that warehouse.
Yeah, there was no heaters.
Oh,
You could
wow.
just point down in there, and
Yeah,
they
that-
would get in the way of the pallet jacks. So,
Well, like we have heaters up in the
Yeah.
sky that shoot
Oh, yeah.
down.
oh well, they didn't have any of those.
Yeah, we have those in our warehouse, and it's pretty nice. Like when I get to work, it's pretty warm. Today wasn't because like the power ran out and kind of
Yeah.
cooled everything down. But like other than that, like it's been pretty warm. Like whoever gets there first turns them on, so it sucks for those guys, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Typically my boss, but he's on vacation, dude. He literally picked the best week of the entire year
To
to
be
go on
gone.
vacation. He's in the Bahamas, and I'm just like, F you, man. F
Dang.
you.
Yeah, getting out of bed has been a
A challenge.
challenge because it's so freaking cold. We have frost on the bottom of our front and back door.
Is bad.
Yeah, it's so cold. I mean, you can kind of chalk that up to just the ceiling or the ceiling job around the doors is horrible. But we've been complaining about that since day one, so nobody cared enough to do anything about it.
Well, it's supposed to get warmer later this week. It's supposed to be up to 30 degrees.
Well, it was warmer in the afternoon. I
Yeah,
mean, not
it
by
was.
much, but it warmer.
It was
enough.
like 1 degree.
Yeah, enough to make it seem like
Yeah.
it was warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Cold weather is rough.
You think we should put another towel at the front door again?
Probably.
Because what if, like, do you think like a lot of the heat escapes out of there?
I don't know.
Granted, I don't think the windows they put in are that good either.
No.
I don't think, because like my bed's right next to the window, and I can feel all of the cold air, not air, but like coldness coming through. They're not insulated whatsoever. It's super like I know we always loop back to this house thing eventually during these podcasts, but like it's just super interesting to me how cheap everything our landlord has done everything. It's literally just like not just the cheapest like people to put the windows in, but the cheapest windows he could find too.
Were you here when we were complaining? We first were complaining about the doors because we're like, hey, like there's way too much air
Yeah.
going in and out.
And they gave you that crappy little thingy.
Yeah, gave us these freaking little foam, 2 pieces of foam and some cloth to stick under the doors.
I
And
think
it was horrible.
so. I wasn't there when you guys were complaining about it, but I was there when like you guys had given up on them, but they were still by the door because you guys were
Yeah.
too lazy to remove them from the door, like
It-
from the area where the door
yeah,
is.
what sucked is like you would open the door. And then when you would close it, would like the thing would like fold under the door, and then
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, well, what's the freaking point of this?
And they always say they're gonna like make a door right here for the laundry room. That's funny.
That's never happened.
No, it's never gonna happen. Even like when we move out, it's not gonna happen. No one's they're gonna do anything about it.
There were so many false promises,
Yeah.
but it was, I don't know. At the same time, it's like literally my biggest complaint was the windows, the shower, and then I guess the doors. The doors are fine, I guess, but it still sucks because we're the ones that have to eat that bill.
And while all three of those kind of got, save for the doors, for 2 of those kind of got fixed, they also got fixed very poorly. So it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It all sucks. It all bad. I don't know if we're getting what we're paying for. That's for sure.
Well,
I feel like it.
this is definitely cheaper than the alternatives because living is expensive. I think even because when I was looking last year, because I was like unaware if we were able to get a roommate or not, so I was like, well,
yeah.
kind of need a plan B. And most of the 3-bedroom apartments, mind you, were about the same price as what we're paying for 4. And this is a house, and it's got 2 pretty big living spaces. Like we have this entire
Yeah.
basement and the entire upstairs where you see a lot of our videos filmed. So we have a lot of room, and I am very grateful for that. But there is just like, I'm just chalking it up to it's an old freaking house. I don't like how small our bedrooms are, but this house was probably made in the 60s or 70s when that was the freaking
Seem like children's
norm.
rooms.
Well, like
Tool.
Skylar's is supposed to be like the
Yeah.
master bedroom.
Yeah.
I
it's,
think
it's still small.
it's just as
Mine's
just
like a
about
children's
as small as
room.
mine, I would say.
I think the only difference is my closet's bigger, I guess.
Yeah, you got a bigger closet. Thane's is definitely a little bit smaller than both of ours, but not by much still.
And he's got the freaking awesome shelves
Yeah,
and the cupboards.
That's what takes up most of the space in his room, I think, is the shelving.
Yeah.
So hopefully the next place we get has bigger bedrooms. That's what I would want. And a nice shower. If we could find big bedrooms and a nice shower, that'd be a win.
Yeah, the W. Do we need to start looking, by the way?
Probably. I've been looking a little bit, but I was like gonna go hard probably around March.
Gotcha.
'Cause, I mean, if we could find a place, even like at the end of April or something, we can move in the beginning of May. I mean, we may have to just, I don't know, double up or something.
Ideally, we don't.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do that. That's a waste of my money.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Cool. I was curious. This is completely off topic, but like, do you guys just ever get recommended a video on YouTube that's just like almost like an ASMR video, and you kind of just watch the entire thing, just zoning out entirely. Just you don't even know what's even freaking happening anymore. You're just watching this, just off in your own little world. You don't?
I'm not sure what you're even talking about. I guess I would need an example. Because I might have. I don't know.
Like, you just click on a random video. It's about 15 minutes long, and it's kind of just like a boring video where, like, the ones I watch occasionally is, like, people build model cars. Takes, like, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 sometimes. And I'll turn them on every now and then if I get it recommended. And I'll just sit there and just watch the whole thing. Just freaking blank slate brain, just not even knowing what's going on around me. Just completely zoned out.
Yeah, that for me was cow hooves. I watched a lot of cow trimming videos.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, I went through a phase where I wouldn't even have the volume on. I'd literally be like listening to music or a podcast, and I'd be watching people just trim cow hooves. I don't know what's so
I
mesmerizing
watch
about
carpet cleaning videos.
Carpet cleaning?
Yeah, like they take a rug,
it. And they spray it off.
yeah, spray it off, and like wash it down. They get that dirt out.
I'm also a fan of watching people like restore Game Boys. That's a fun one too. But that one got boring because it's literally the same thing every single time. I
Yeah.
mean, how many times can you restore a Game Boy that's different, you know?
That was the exact same thing with me with the cow hooves, because it was like, sure, this one's bloody, this one's not.
See, that's why the car model building is fun, because every car's a little bit different, you know? Even every model is a little bit different too.
we could call these comfort videos.
Oh, totally.
Because it's like
But,
comfort
like,
games.
I'm not like doing it for out of comfort. I'm just doing it because I want to turn my brain off and just completely zone out and literally waste time. I'm not like actively like watching it either. I'm kind of just like crazy, bro. Yeah,
A little bit high.
let's go. Almost like that, dude. I imagine if I got high, that's what it would be, but like a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, I occasionally go down rabbit holes of weird things.
It's not even a rabbit hole, dude. It's literally just like, oh look, there's a car video. I got 20 minutes. Okay, cool. That was good. I'm done. Don't need to look at another one of those for another month or so.
Yeah.
It's not a rabbit hole. It's really just like, okay,
I guess
time to space out for 30 minutes.
When I do the space out stuff, I end up going down rabbit holes of like, it starts with cow hoof trimming videos.
So you're still thinking
and-
about stuff,
and then
though.
it goes into like horse trimming videos and horseshoes.
Yeah, dude.
And
I like turn my brain off. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm not going down rabbit holes. I'm literally sitting there straight for just doing nothing. Just like, yeah. Yeah. It's what it is, dude.
Yup.
It sounds like Thane's closest with the carpet cleaning, but I don't
Yeah.
actually know that much about it. Like, do you just sit there and just stare at them cleaning carpets?
Sometimes, yes.
And that's all you're doing? They got no other stimulations. It's just the carpet cleaners.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, that carpet's getting clean.
Oh, freak, dude. Oh, yeah. I feel it, bro. I
Yeah.
feel it. Sometimes I got mini
Sometimes
doses.
it's the meme compilations. Well, those ones take more action.
Yeah, those
Sometimes
those take more brain power.
yeah, because sometimes I'll rewind. It's like, wait, what was that? And they'll play a meme real quick, and I'll be like, that's offensive. I like it.
Every once in a while I get little doses of it on Reddit on like r/oddly satisfying, But like even then, those aren't quite what I'm looking for. Those are just random things, and I'm just like, oh yeah, cool. But it's just the just straight up turn your brain off and you're just staring. Oh, the other one for me is woodworking. When people are working like with lathes and stuff like that, they have like 30-minute long videos of them just turning a freaking stump for no reason. I'm just like, yeah, boy, let's do it. Let's turn this stump.
Remember yesterday, I had a Charlie stream on. I looked over and he was playing Duel Links, not Duel Links,
Master Duel?
Master Duel.
What deck does he play?
He's playing the Exodia deck.
Oh, what a loser.
But he's
gonna
using
lose
this
every game.
He was using this invincible fireman, and he just keep it on the field until he eventually drew Exodia and won.
Jeez, that's so lame.
Yeah,
That's so freaking.
it was a
lame.
boring match, but I couldn't stop watching. Like, is he gonna pull it off?
Yeah, of course he's gonna pull it
Like
off.
the other opponent literally had his deck his field loaded with other things. It's like you can't do
I'm
anything,
curious.
buddy.
I gotta see what this fireman card is. I'm just
It's
gonna type in
it has
Exodio
like a
Fire.
black rim around it. It has the black rim.
Yeah, it's an Xyz monster.
Yeah.
Sounds like it anyway.
Yeah, it's like
Exodia
you play in defense, and if you have
deck.
nothing else on the field,
Fire
it
guy.
it can't be destroyed until you play something else on the field
At all.
at all. Yeah,
Crooked Cook?
yeah, Crooked Cook. That's it.
I don't know how the freak I found that by typing in what I did. Okay, Crooked Cook. It's number 59, Crooked Cook. Crooked Cook. It's a rank 4 Xyz monster. While you control no other cards on the field, this card is unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, destroy as many other cards you control as possible. Then this card gains standard attack until the end of this turn for each monster destroyed by the effect and sent to the grave. Okay, so it's the first effect that you don't even care about the quick effect. It's literally just the first effect.
Yeah.
While you control no other cards in the field, this card is unaffected by other cards' effects. I wonder if you can get around that with like non-targeting effects. But
I don't know, but the player didn't have it. He was just like loading his deck. It's like, like he said, yeah, he saw the Exodia leg. He knows I'm playing Exodia. It's like, does he? Because he just keeps loading it, trying to figure out how to get this Crooked Cook off the field.
So what's
and
the counter
bam.
to that?
I'm looking it up. I'm curious. I feel like it's got to be a non-targeting thing, but like, maybe
Well,
it's
the
something
counter
else.
is the other player eventually wants to play something else.
Oh, if you had I know if you had a kaiju monster, that would work. A kaiju monster, it's an archetype that you can run in any deck. You just have like one or two of them in your deck that basically says a tribute summon, and you can pick any monsters on the field to tribute. So you can use their monsters and tribute and put it on their side of the field. So that would work. That would be an instant out. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that people say. Well, you guys keep talking. Don't just like.
Well,
I'm just
I
staring
don't
at
know.
Reddit.
I don't know much about you. I just watched that one game. That one I was like mesmerized. Like, is he gonna pull it off? And he did. It was, in hindsight, it was pretty boring because he literally just kept pulling cards up until.
So you can't. They have to Xyz summon it with another card specifically because that card will give it the effect that it can't be destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
So you have to do both of those.
Okay. But yeah, his opponent couldn't figure out how to get rid of Crooked Cook, and he just built up the Exodia and won.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I would be the one, just like have no idea what the freak I'm doing, trying to get rid of Crooked Cook by putting like Straight Chef and Bendy the Baker.
Bendy the Baker. Put in all the Dark Magician family.
And
it's like you're playing with a Dark Magician deck in 2022.
Celtic Guardian.
You can use piercing damage as well. I mean, if he's in defense mode and you've got a card that can deal piercing damage, you can still do damage to their life points. Granted, there's no meta decks that do piercing
You
damage.
also try to afterwards. You try to Gambler deck.
I don't know what a Gambler deck is.
It's just where it's either like it's all cards based on dice rolls and coin flips.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You could super poly it probably. So yeah, the decks that I play would have outs to it. I would just have to be searching for them. Just as he's searching for the pieces of Exodia, I would be searching for my outs to it. So my Sky Striker deck, I get rid of it with the Kaiju, and then with Branded, I would just super poly it. I believe I could super poly it, fire and something. Maybe I couldn't super poly it. I don't know. I feel like I could do it, but like it'd just be like one of those like this is so freaking annoying because you never see this for no reason. Like it's one of those things that's easily outed if you have the cards, which is why it's not meta. Because all you gotta do is put one card in there and you're good. You cover your entire bases. Yu-Gi-Oh's fun, trust me.
It's confusing.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing.
I love it.
I'm
I love
glad.
it and hate it at the same time. Hate the bestials.
Well, with that, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna do let the people that we pay to do our ads read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Troy Baker and
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves to read this week's ads. So enjoy.
Ads.
Ads, 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 ads. Stop. Now make that mother effer read the ad. Is that pretty good? Or is that too cringy?
Probably cringe.
Pretty cringe?
Yeah.
Stop
stop.
it.
Stop!
Things
We're
up here, and he's doing a video on
No, he's
God
not
of
doing a
War.
video.
Spoiler video.
Oh, freak. Yeah, he is. But I
Okay.
thought...
Is it coming out? Probably not, because he hasn't even finished his thoughts.
I
Putting
think
it
it's
on
like
paper
because
and
he's got
writing a
big
script.
cock.
Things wasting time, sucking this. It's all about how you pronounce the word.
Wiener.
Yeah, that one. That one.
That one.
God, I fucking hate you guys.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we got a YouTube channel
Yeah, we do.
where we upload videos.
Love you.
It's called Radkatz.
Yeah.
You guys should check it out.
Subscribble.
Subscribe.
Lick the like button.
Yep.
Tickle our bell.
Yep.
The bell's in the shape of a boob. It's just from the side.
nice.
Give it a little tickle.
I'm not bleeping out your F word, by the way, Thane.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, YouTube. Go watch it. Our channel, specifically Radkatz.
Yeah, don't watch anybody
nothing
else.
Guys, you want to give us money?
No.
Sure.
Well, for if you aren't Cole, you can give us money at patreon.com.
I don't know why.
Where's it
I
.org?
feel like
I
I
don't know.
have to say no every time.
I think it's .com.
Patreon.com.
Whatever, you could Google.
Yo,
just Google
remember
Patreon.
back in the day? Like when they would do like advertisements for websites and they'd have the little jingle and the jingle would always end with a .com.
Yeah. I
How
guess.
silly was that?
Expedia.com.
There we go. There's one. Thank you, Thane.
Freecreditreport.com.
Yeah, it's so dumb, dude.
She got free. Anyways,
Free credit.
we're not talking about any. We're not talking about any of those dead websites. We're talking about Patreon.
There's no way that's dead. I'm googling it.
And Patreon, you can give us $5. What do you get with those $5? Extra podcast episodes, uncensored, where I say the word.
And they're like,
Yeah, it's still a website.
Thane, you already said it this episode.
Yeah. Well. Anyways.
I want to sing the song.
You can pay for even more of Sky's cringe.
Where's the lyrics?
And yeah, that's the pod. Yeah, you get pod, and you also get bonus material. Like it's like a DVD bonus screen.
You get your name at the end of the video.
Yeah, you also get your name at the
on
end of the video.
Saturdays.
Yeah. And then the name of our videos, extra podcast episodes.
Okay, I got it. Okay,
Uh,
this is for everybody.
Bonus videos.
This is the kind of stuff you get on
And that's
Patreon.
about it for Patreon.
They say man should always dress for the job he wants, so why am I dressed up like a pirate in this restaurant? It's all because some hacker stole my identity. Now I'm in here every evening serving chowder and iced tea. Should have gone to freecreditreport.com. Yeehaw! Could have seen this coming at me like an atom bomb. They monitor your credit and send you email alerts so you don't end up selling fish to tourists and t-shirts.
All right, Jingle Man. Now tell us about Life is Deja Vu.
There you go. Isn't that pretty good?
Yeah, Jingle Man.
Do you like my little yeehaw as well?
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw cowpokes. We also do an anime podcast for all you fellow cowboys and cowgirls and cowpokes. And what else do you say? Like is there other like words for cow people?
Cow people.
A cow person.
A cow
Yeah.
peoples.
A rancher. A
Wranglers.
a
All you
Westerner.
wranglers out
Main
there.
protagonist from Barnyard.
All of you wranglers out there, we're putting together an anime podcast. Yeehaw! Come on down and you can see our thoughts on some
We can
weeaboo
talk
stuff.
about anime girls and cowkinis.
Oh, like Lum?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a cheetah.
Yeah, it's cheetah print.
I'll
She got
take
a
it.
cheetah print.
I'll take
No,
it.
she cute. She mine.
She's an alien.
I pick Lum. How do you know she's an alien?
Love
I've
the
been around.
invader.
You've been watching a little bit. You haven't. You freaking.
Well, she can float, so.
You've been reading it or something.
Don't worry about what I do.
Dude,
with
how'd
my
you know
time.
she's an alien? I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Bruh.
Well, you're trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna get to the top.
Hold on. Shush, guys, shush. What are you going bra about? Oh, shut up. What? How did you know she's an alien?
Life is Daijobu's a podcast, everybody.
Sky, come
If you
on.
could check it out.
That's why I said bruh, because I know what he's implying.
What's he implying? Sex?
Something like that.
Guys, we talk about anime sex all the time on Life is Daijobu. Come check it out.
Speaking of
Emphasis
sex,
on cum.
Sex, the anime watched had a sex scene with porno music in it called Afro Samurai.
Yeah, it did. Oh boy, they banged
Yeah, that episode came out the same day as this one.
breasts. Go check them out
Yeah,
and check out our podcast.
the
as
source of all life.
It's fun. We yeah.
We're glad
Go for it, cowpokes.
We're glad you came. Now back to the show.
Okay, how did you know that Love's an alien? You tell me.
I feel like you maybe have mentioned it to
Gun
me.
to your head. How do you know?
I think you. Oh, you know what it was? It was that waifu video I watched.
Oh. How do you know?
Dad, I just
How will I know if he really loves
Do
me? How will I know if he really cares?
How do you know that? How do I know that he loves me? How will I know he's oh wait, that's how do they sing in that one?
Is that
It's
from
Enchanted.
Tangled?
It's
Oh,
Enchanted. There you go. Sorry, I should have warned you guys that we're gonna clap and your ears are gonna hurt. Dude, what has this podcast become? It's
Yeah.
just become something just so bad. We're just
Yeah.
so freaking just. We're just.
Okay, well I have two things.
You actually have a segment.
No. I was just gonna complain a little bit.
Complain about us.
No. Just like
Oh freak thing! We're gonna get some lashings.
No,
here in a second.
no. When I was at work, well, more specifically on my way home, I was just like, dang, I'm kind of drained. It's really effing cold. I don't really want to do the podcast. I kind of want to just chill.
Me too.
And I didn't really have any topics. And when I got home, Thane was gone. I was just like, dang, well, I'm going to cook some food. I still don't really want to do the podcast. And then here we are. We're here.
Hey, I'll
Then I
help
came
you.
back. She thick.
Do you want to do the podcast now?
Yeah, let's do the podcast.
Yeah. You get a little bit too, Thane.
I just think this weather's really just sucking the energy out
It's
of
white.
me. Where the last couple
Pink.
days,
Pink.
I've just been like, dang, I'm really freaking tired. Like, I still get work done and stuff, but man,
There's a
when it's this cold, it's really hard to want to just keep, not
I hate
stay
our
in your
headphones
bed. It's
are
hard
so
to not
easy.
stay in your bed.
the one of the Project Diva games. There's like a figure viewer where you can view figures of the characters. If you try to look up Hatsune Miku's skirt to see the color of her panties, it literally goes brant, 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 and says, "Do not look up here."
I'm gonna.
Just imagine. Imagination's always better than the real thing anyway, isn't it?
Hentai's better than the. Sorry. What? People like to draw stuff.
To draw.
I've just learned that my imagination's always way more extravagant than the actual thing. I'm not specifically just talking about hentai or porn, but just things in general. My imagination's always I always hype myself up in my imagination, and then the reality is always a little bit less than what
Reality
I expected.
crashes hard on you.
Are you gonna imagine something for us?
Sure, what do you want me
Go.
to imagine?
Oh, do it.
I'm imagining thing with shoes.
Ah, you're
Stop.
right. I am disappointed because my imagination thought the shoes and.
All right, I'll try.
You're right.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No
Imagine
hell
all
below
the
us.
people. I don't know the rest of the words.
Only sky.
Who sings that?
John Lennon.
John Lennon, yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I'm not a Beatles guy.
Are you a Beatles stan thing?
I like their music.
See,
He's literally wearing a Beatles shirt right now.
Yeah,
I
I
asked-
asked him.
Yeah, it's like they went to London. I don't know why I didn't go. I think think back, I could have gone on that trip, but I didn't.
You probably should have just come with us because
Yeah.
Grandma was talking about it. She's like, "Oh, we should have just brought Thane."
That's the thing. I think it was doing online schooling. It's like, oh no, will this conflict with it? But it was like, I think it was out of class by the time you guys went.
Did you know you could be online in Europe too?
Well, this was kind of before that was like.
Whoa.
Don't do that to him, Cole.
I'm sorry. It's crazy how the internet works. It's literally everywhere. I can
All right,
go on
listen,
YouTube
listen,
and it's the same
listen.
YouTube.
Listen, just because I watch Rob CD streams every night to think I'm in Japan.
Who's Rob CD?
He's a guy who goes. He's just like does Japan live streams every night.
Thane. I've got a challenge for you, a side quest, if you will. Do you accept the side quests?
Sure.
Wait, you gotta ask what the
Wait,
reward
no, wait.
is.
Oh
first.
yeah, I gotta at least look at the board. What is the side quest?
Well, you don't get to know about the side quest that much.
That's
You get the title of the side quest and the reward of the side
that's
quest.
horrible
okay?
game design.
I'm sorry. You're gonna accept it anyway. It's a video game, right? Let's be honest.
Guess so. Yeah.
Wait, ask what the reward is first.
What's the
A
rewards?
better life.
Oh my god.
He just knows. Abort! Abort!
What do you want from me?
I was gonna say, here's your quest, your challenge. When you lay down to sleep at night, turn off your computer and just don't have anything running. Complete silence.
It helps me sleep.
Sure, but like, just try it.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, I get it to some extent. Like growing up, I used to like have to have white noise in the background for me to sleep.
I turn on since we got YouTube Premium. I turn on like that noises.
What's that called? What do you type in to get that? Because I don't know what that is.
Sleepy time noises.
White noise.
White noise, probably.
I'll pull it up. They're always my recommended now, and I'll pull them up. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I put those on, and then I put the sleep timer on my phone, and then I turn off my phone, and then I just fall asleep to it. So I don't have any like lights flashing at me. I just have the audio. Whoa, dude, RC cars drifting. Oh, sorry. Don't worry, I'll find the sleepy time music. Here we go. Lucid dreaming. Induce positive lucid dreams. Lucid dreaming. Binaural beats. Music for
binaural
deep
beats.
sleeping. Freak, it's got a title.
That's the thing.
Black screen.
I thought you were talking about legit just white noise.
Yeah, see, listen.
Yeah, binaural beats are awesome.
That's what I fall asleep to.
Do you accept the quest?
Do you accept this quest to fall asleep better?
No.
Try it. Try it for 2 nights, okay? 2 nights. Just give me 2 nights. Wait,
Can you hear his stuff? Like, does that bother you? Do you,
sometimes.
you hear his videos and
Sometimes.
stuff?
How? I have headphones. Like that monitor I have. I need to play it through headphones. So what I do is
Wait, you sleep with headphones on?
No, I just turn the headphones up really loud. But it's just I can faintly hear it.
Oh. Okay, part 2 of my quest is to go to sleep at midnight.
I do that sometimes. I know I didn't do it last night, and that was pretty bad. And I was like, why am I up so late?
And so if you put both of those together, then you'll live the dream. Honestly, ideally, what you should just do is just do whatever you listen to. I don't really care what it is, but just put it on your phone with your YouTube Premium, then turn your phone off because it'll still play. Just have the sleep timer on your phone.
Sometimes I have Twitch stuff on.
Yeah, don't have those on. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I turn it on though.
Just don't. That's the secret.
Can you find a VOD?
That's the challenge.
It.
Do you have your blue light filter turned on?
What you could do, just flip your phone upside down, just have the sleep timer on your phone.
That's a pogger.
You just so you don't have light shining all over in your room. That'll help you sleep. I don't care if you say it doesn't. It's just not how it works.
I sleep fine.
Humans fall asleep better with lights off. Well, I mean, like, you can have a small little, like, night lights or something like that. But, like, extra light flashing at us. And I think it's not just, like, the light, but the light changing and moving and stuff. That's what does it.
Yeah, blue light is a stimulant.
Well, no, yeah, it is. But I mean, just, like, in general, like, light that's moving.
Yeah.
So video that's moving. So if you turn on whatever you want to turn on, put on your sleep timer on your phone, and then have it play through the speaker of your phone and just flip it like that. That way, if it's Twitch, you don't have to turn off your phone. You can just have it still playing. You just won't see the light flashing all over. And even though your eyes are closed, you don't see it, but like you can still kind of see it. I don't know. It's weird.
Does it take you a while to go to sleep?
No, it's usually like
So it's
4
just
or 5 minutes.
when you decide to go to sleep, you can go to sleep.
Yeah, when I feel tired, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, lay in my bed, and then I'm out.
I guess that's the secret, is even if you don't feel tired, just to do it.
See, I can't. I'm not that person. If I don't feel tired, and I'll do it anyway. Like, I got my routine where I lay in bed, and I'll just sit there. But, like, if I'm not tired, I ain't sleeping.
Really?
Yeah, I'm weird.
Well, yeah, like, yeah, if I lay in my bed, my body will be relaxed.
Yeah,
I
same.
will.
I'm literally the same way.
Yeah.
If I lay in my bed, my body's like, all right, we're getting ready for sleep, boy.
It's sleep
time
time.
time to go night-night.
Yeah, I'm not that. Like, if I'm not tired and I lay in my bed, then I just think about a whole bunch of
So
stuff.
that's my challenge to you, Thane. Will you accept it for at least 2 nights?
You should give him a side quest, too.
Yeah, side quest me up, boy.
I don't know. I don't dictate people's lives.
Look at him. He's trying to turn it around on me and make me feel bad for giving him a side quest. We'll just go back to Reddit. I was going to say, your side quest is no Reddit for 2 days.
Yeah, no Reddit for 2 days.
I could do it.
I could do it, too, if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd have to get over is just the muscle memory of pulling out my phone and going to Reddit, just because I'm literally doing nothing else at the moment. Because if I consciously go, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to look at Reddit for 2 days, I just won't do it. But if I just don't even think about it and go, oh yeah, whoops, then I would broke the challenge. I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. Sorry to challenge you, Thane.
Thane and I talked a little bit about it earlier too, of like, cause, we were talking about how you weren't falling asleep on the toilet as much, and it's probably just because you've been sleeping a little bit better.
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes when you do stay up, I hear you laughing and stuff.
And on the
That's because
weekends,
I'm actually watching
on the weekends it
video.
doesn't matter. He's mostly just talking about your weekdays when you have to go to work in the morning.
I also hear Skylar too, so it's not just you, Thane.
And that's every day, because I stay up every day now. I've changed my sleep schedule.
So he's a monster. He's a night owl monster.
I've been going to bed at 2, and I'm usually up by like 8 or 8:30. Pretty much when I hear Cole's door open, that's my morning alarm clock.
That's still about when you would always wake up anyway.
Yeah.
So how many hours do you get? 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 6 hours?
Yeah, like 6 to
Man,
6
you guys
and a
are
half.
you freaking monsters. 6 hours of sleep, it's crazy.
That's about what I need. If I get any
can't.
more, I'm more
Actually, the
lethargic.
reason I was up so late last night is because I was trying to work the Patreon app, like to download podcasts. It's the worst freaking app ever.
Or
Just to go back and
don't those patrons just give you the RSS feed and you can put them into like your Google Podcasts?
yeah, but I still have to pull them up to download it.
Well, even if you have the RSS feed?
Like, I don't know.
I mean, granted, I think every patron might be doing it differently.
They
but
have a download thing where you can just
I
download
see.
the episode, but I'm trying to pull it and like it won't load it because it's like stuttering and buffering. It's like, why is this app so terrible? And I just want to go back and download old episodes and like it's just a hassle and a half just to. And I don't know.
I don't know how you do it, Sky. 6 hours of sleep can't be done.
On weekends, I'd like do 12 hours of sleep. Cause
That's too much too.
Yeah.
I've done it before too, and it just ruined your weekend.
Actually, I don't think that it's that much. I like stay up and then like I wake up at 8 or something.
Yeah, but like, if you sleep for 12 hours at night over the weekend, then you spent literally half of your weekend asleep.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. If I had something to do, I'd probably sleep. I probably have a sleep schedule. It's like, all right, I gotta do this weekend, so I'm gonna actually go to bed at this time and wake up.
I sleep in the morning
Yeah.
for sure, but
I don't mind sleeping in. Like,
Around-
yeah, sure, the weekend. Sure, I don't do as much on my weekend, but at least I'm not working.
around 8 or 9, I'll almost always wake up on the weekend, and I just can't like really go back to sleep. And so I kind of just mess around on my phone until like 10 o'clock, and then I get up because then it's like, okay, cool. I made it to past like when I'd be at work, so it's okay to get up now.
Yeah, I think I could sleep in longer if I had blackout curtains, because it's definitely like the sun's up, I'm up. The light shines on me. And by the way, I like it that way. I
If the
like
sky's awake, I'm awake.
Yeah.
Like Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Anna?
I'm Anna. I'm hot. Elsa's hotter, but I'm hot. I'm the second hot.
You know they said that when they were kids?
What?
Huh?
They said that when they were kids.
I haven't seen the movies.
The little Anna's like, if the sky's awake, I'm awake.
Okay, well, I was talking about when they're older.
Okay, good. You clarified. Thank you.
Monster.
Yeah, this guy over
It's a
here
great anime, by
sleeps
the way.
for 6 hours a week, and he's just like calls me a monster.
It's great because I get to do so much stuff. I get so much stuff done. It's so nice.
I can't do it.
Yeah, Mr. Part-time job.
Yeah, I got a part-time job too.
Great Mr. Part-time jobs. You should get married. I mean, meanwhile, I'm working full-time.
You could have found a part-time job too.
I don't want to find a new job at this point.
Well, that's
and,
fair. I don't blame you there.
And the money's pretty good, so.
There you go.
Like, man, I have to have like 8 hours, 7 to 8. Like, if it's a bad day, it's because I have less than 7 hours of sleep, and it's just not good.
That's most human beings. I'm definitely an outlier. So don't feel bad.
Okay.
I don't feel bad either, though.
I have a feeling when I go to bed earlier and I wake up, I feel horrible.
But
even
it's just
if
because
you-
you're not a morning person.
If you went to bed at like 1 thing, because you're up at 7, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's your 6 hours. Or if you want 7 hours, go to bed at midnight, like Cole was saying.
That way, you don't have to come home and take a nap and then spend the rest of your day napping.
Yeah, because remember how you were saying you feel
Thing
like
is,
you
usually
feel like
I
you don't
do
get
aim
that.
for 12 o'clock when I try to sleep, but sometimes I'll be impulsive and just stay up later, and it's like, oh my God, I gotta get to bed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an impulsive thing, and I'm just like, oh God, why am I up so late?
But remember how you were saying that you feel like you want to stay up later because you don't have that much time when you go home from work? But if you didn't
Yeah.
nap like for 2 or 3 hours, that's the 2 or 3 more
Yeah.
hours you could have. And I don't think you would nap if you slept just a little bit longer during the night.
Guess, yeah, but the thing is, I work the whole day, so I'm tired.
Do you work, what is it, 8 hours a day?
Yeah,
Just full-time 8 hours?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still agree with Skylar just said. I think that if you got 6 to 7 hours of sleep at night, you'd be fine for the rest of the day.
Are there some days where you don't take naps, where you just come home and you take
I
a
think
shower?
so.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of days
Some
I just
days he
don't
doesn't
take
take
naps.
naps.
Yeah,
And those days you probably slept longer at night.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah. I should.
If anything, Thane, it could just be a science experiment. Try it out. See if... I mean, no one knows your body like you.
Wink.
But you could just try it out. And if you notice a difference, awesome. If not, none the wiser. That's probably not the right phrase I should have used there.
Then
Then back to business as
it doesn't
usual.
it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Guys, what if I'm afraid of the dark? What if just a crippling fear of the dark?
Well, I have seen demons attack you at night, so maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, that wasn't even at night. That was during the day. That was
Yeah.
one of your naps.
No,
You got
that
attacked
was-
by demons.
that was at the night, but it was like 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
at
you get
night.
attacked by demons because you nap.
That
Have
was
I told
weird.
this story before?
Maybe.
The one I watched you
Yeah.
get attacked by demons.
Yeah, no. I woke up and like it was like sleep paralysis, where it's
Yeah, I
like
saw you, dude. I was watching.
it's like
you
the
get-
light. I saw the light,
The demons.
and it
started
was
sucking
red,
you.
and my chair, my broken chair, looked like a demon, and you were standing there, and I saw it looked like a vision from hell, and I was like, ah, ah, ah!
It was the weirdest freaking thing. I didn't know what to do. I thought he was like dying or something.
I ran in there afterwards and like, what the heck? And it looked like Thane was just having an episode. It's like,
Look, all three of our microphones resonated with Thane's sounds.
nice.
Because it was loud.
Yeah. I about joined in with the demon and started attacking you too, Thane, because I don't know what to do.
Freaking just started slapping his face. Wake up! Wake up!
You wanted to.
Well, everybody, sorry this podcast was all over. The
Yeah.
weather's just doing us in. That's what I'm blaming it up
Don't
to.
have any demons suck you off at night.
Or do.
Unless you're into that, I guess, huh?
I think a nice hot succubus could be fun. Because it's like you're dying, but you're also like getting laid by a really hot chick. So,
A succubus?
yeah.
Like a suck you off.
Well, okay. So not all of them are like this, but whenever I think of succubus, I always think of the ones in Mushoku Tensei. You haven't seen them in the anime yet. They don't show up until much later. Probably season 2 we'll see them. But they look all hot and stuff. But then, like,
Yeah, I know
after
how-
you take them out, they are just ugly. So, like,
It's not the succubi, I know.
it's not what you want. It's not what you want, Sky.
Okay, well, my standards aren't Mushoku Tensei. My
It's
standards
just
are all the other
hentai.
horny stuff.
I know how
It's just
succubuses
Sentai.
work.
Huh?
I've killed plenty of mancubuses in Doom.
But yeah, I always just instantly think, because my first thought, it goes like this. I go Konosuba succubus, and I go, yeah, they're really hot. Then I go, oh, wait, though, in Mushoku Tensei, they're like grannies and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we would have to look at where the standard of succubus is.
One
what
of the-
it is.
one
I
of the
guarantee
best-
that picture would be hot, but you don't know what they
One of
become
the-
after they suck you
I'm
off.
okay with that.
One of the
'cause I'm
best
dead.
portrayals
It's fine.
of a succubus
Might as well
is
just put
in
a bag on their face then, right?
is
Same
in
thing.
I don't know what they
interspecies reviewers where the guys go to a succubus den to like review it, and they just get freaking raped. They're like, no, this is terrible. This is a terrible idea because all the succubuses are horny 24/7, and then a bunch of
Well,
pig.
I don't even know if that's that they're horny.
Yeah.
It's like that's their sustenance to survive. They need that to live. That's
No,
their
like they're
food.
like savage monsters. Like, we smell dick. Give us dick.
Oh.
And they're like behind a glass window, like at it. It's like there's
Okay.
men in there.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is not the same as what I'm.
Yeah, this is
thinking
not the
of.
same. They're like savage beasts wanting sex all the time. And then there's a bunch of pigmen that come in. It's like, we've been ready for this. Let's go, boys. Ah.
And they have a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
war. We'll call it a war.
Yeah.
And with that, everybody, we hope you guys have a great 2 weeks and keep it rad and all that. And Radkatz out.
Yeah.